Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I am excited about the situation because I want to go ahead and talk about the 2024 presidential election, more specifically, the early voting numbers. Okay, we have a lot of data, we have a lot of numbers. This is the most current data that is available to us, okay? According to NBC News, last updated at 8:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 45,545,671 mail-in and early in-person votes cast nationally. If you break that number down into party registration from the data that is available to us, 42% of that is registered Democrat, 40% registered Republican, 18% other. Okay, let's see what else we have. Then if you break it down by gender, 53% women, 45% men, the other percent unknown. Okay. Then you have, let's see, if you break it down by age, 48% of these voters we believe to be, 65 and over. 28% between 50 and 64. 11% between 40 and 49. 8% between 30 and 39. And 7% of these 45 million voters, 18 to 29. Why is my age group not voting? What are y'all waiting until election day? I'm a bit confused at the situation. Only 7%? Why is it that you guys are allowing the the direction of the country to be in the hands of basically one age block? What the hell going on? And then it be Gen Z. Is it Gen Z? It be Gen Z and millennials that complain the most. And yet only 7% of 45 million is 18 to 29-year-olds. Okay. Right now, I do not love Gen Z. How Kamala Harris says, I just love Gen Z. Right now, I'm not loving Gen Z. What is we doing? Let's get out there and vote. Okay. So that's that. But y'all, they're trying any and everything to make sure that your ballot does not count. And if you ever thought to think, oh my God, like my ballot doesn't matter, who cares? It doesn't matter. My vote doesn't count, yada, yada, yada. Well, somebody thinks it counts. Somebody feels like it's important, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be doing this.
This is a ballot drop box on fire in Vancouver, a city in Washington state, earlier Monday. That's a box where people can drop off their ballot, indicating their vote in the US election, without going to a polling station. Hundreds of ballots were burned, and voters have been urged to get in touch with local election officials to see if they've been impacted and need a replacement ballot. The FBI has now taken over the investigation, and authorities are checking nearby security cameras to find those responsible. Separately, in the city of Portland, in neighboring Oregon state, authorities said an incendiary device caused a fire inside a ballot box there, damaging 3 ballots.
What is going on? You guys, when you go vote by mail, you can see, well, at least in the state of Georgia, you can go to the voting portal online. You just put in your information. It'll tell you if you're registered, where your polling place is. It'll give you other polling places if you're voting early. It will give you a history of your voting, when and what elections you voted in. And if you sent in a mail-in ballot, it will let you know whether the mail-in ballot was accepted or what happened to it, right? Check that shit. Check that shit, okay? Because it's some weird shit going on. It's a lot of weird shit going on. The climate in this country is at an all-time high. Speaking of the climate and the rhetoric and the craziness of it all, y'all, I believe it was last night, Trump and the girls were over there at Madison Square Garden trying to emulate a Nazi rally. It was the weirdest thing. And they had all of these people up there. There was this one guy by the name of Tony Hinchcliffe, I believe. He's a comedian. He got up there talking about black people and watermelons. Okay, how he was doing watermelon carvings for Halloween with his black friends. And, you know, he was talking about how there's an island of garbage named Puerto Rico. I mean, it was the weirdest thing. I kind of feel like a week out from the election, you should not be offending the people that you want to come out and vote for you. Am I tripping?
Donald Trump kicking off the campaign's final week with a massive rally overnight at New York's Madison Square Garden. The rally took a dark and divisive tone long before Trump himself took the stage. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, the opening speaker, cracking a racist joke about Latinos. So vulgar, it's mostly unairable.
These Latinos, they love making babies, too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no... They don't do that. They just like they did to our country.
Then pivoting to Puerto Rico.
There's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
That joke not just offensive, but potentially politically unwise, too, with large populations of Puerto Rican voters spread out across the swing states, including more than 400,000 in Pennsylvania alone. The Trump campaign responding to the comedian's set, which included other racist attacks, saying, "This joke does not reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign."
How it don't reflect the views of Trump or the campaign, and yet you have him speaking at a Trump rally? What the hell is going on? His views does not reflect the... First off, do y'all not like vet the speeches? Like, don't y'all vet the speeches? Don't y'all like write up the speeches? Like, I'm confused. Don't y'all have to like approve it before he go out there, or you just let him come and, you know, say what the hell he want and you don't look over it? I'm just a bit confused at the situation. How this don't reflect the campaign and he's speaking at a campaign event? Like, how that work?
Other speakers continued the attacks, many targeting Harris.
Her and her pimp handlers will destroy our country.
She is the Antichrist, the first Samoan, Malaysian, low IQ, former California prosecutor ever to be elected president.
She's low IQ and yet you're speaking like that? Okay.
Needs to be a landslide. We need to slaughter this other people.
And Trump.
We need to slaughter this other people. Okay, first off, the way that sentence came out, very low IQ. Second of all, we need to slaughter who? Who are you talking about? Is you talking about people who don't support Trump? Are you talking about Democrats? Are you talking about Kamala Harris? Are you talking about immigrants?
Trump delivered his closing message.
Everyone will prosper, every family will thrive, and every day will be filled with opportunity and hope.
This is what he said about the black.
All right. Heck yeah. It's a cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome.
Just in case you needed another reason to go out and vote, I just gave you one. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.